Hey everybody, welcome to the Keto Mom page. My name is Stephanie, and for those of you who are tuning in every single morning as we're going through a book, as we're working on our mindset, you probably have noticed that today is a little different. If you tune in every single morning and you're like, hey, where is she this morning? We were blessed to have some of our mentors here from Oklahoma who came in to visit us just for a couple days, and we had a really great morning talking and learning. And if you have been on this page for any point in time, you know that one of the things that I've talked about is finding a good mentor, right? Part of this book talks about who are you surrounding yourself with. You become like the top 5 people that you're with, right? Or you're learning from, or that are in your environment. And years ago, when we moved to Oklahoma, when we only had 2 daughters at the time, we now have 4. It was back in 2010. We moved to Oklahoma. We met this family. They have become our mentors. They're our spiritual mentors. They give us guidance in business and finances and all of the things. So I got to sit with them for the last 48 hours. And this morning was so great. And this morning I was just learning, and I was asking good questions, and we were just sitting with them. And I kept thinking, I really have to do my Keto Mom live, right? I don't have to, I get to. Your words are powerful, by the way. And so I decided that I was going to soak in all of their time. They just left. And so if you normally hop on in the mornings, now it's the afternoon just for today. But I did get to learn a lot. I love meeting with them. And so here's what I want to ask you. We're going to talk about this book in this afternoon. Maybe some of you that tune in are here and you're like, what? But this page is meant to hopefully inspire you, to help you on your journey, to help you grow, whether it's just recipes and food ideas, whether it's inspirational quotes that get you excited, maybe hopefully it's learning about your mindset and learning, right? So I need a couple things from you. Where are you tuning in from? And it is lunchtime-ish, depending on where you're tuning in from. So I'd love to know, what did you have for lunch? What's your keto, low carb? What are you eating? Why? Because it gives other people ideas of what to eat and what are you doing? So we got to also help them on their keto journey, which has been fun. And so I need to know, what are you having for lunch? We all just had a really late breakfast. I made sausage and eggs. Surprise, surprise, right? So we just ate more of a brunch, and the kids are cleaning up our morning, and that's what we're doing so far. So I am going to dive into this book right now. For those of you who are like, what? Why is the book on the Keto Mom page? We go through a book or some type of mindset every single morning during the week, and until all of our sports season is done. We'll do some weekends, but I just think Monday through Friday is great. The hope is to get you to work on your mindset, to get you to help you on your journey, to get you to understand that you are worth it, you are worthy, you have everything that it takes. It's most of the time you're talking yourself out of it, right? So I'd love for you to press the share button. Sharing is caring. Press the share button so other people can join in for accountability or just to learn on their own mindset as well. So I love to say this. If you've never heard me say this before, I want you to internalize it. Think about it so as you go throughout your day. As I think, so I feel. As I feel, so I do. As I do, so I have. You should write it down. Go put it somewhere that you can read it. As I think, so I feel. As I feel, so I do. And as I do, so I have. So this chapter that we're on chapter 9. I want to give you the overview. We've talked about what is the secret in accomplishing your goals. What is the secret going to be when you create your vision board? Or maybe you write down what you want in life. A lot of you are here for fat loss, right? But what is the secret in accomplishing anything that you want in life? Some people would say, they talk about in this book, focus, right? Consistent focus, taking action, learning from others. There's so many secrets, right? And one main secret that you will learn in a lot of the books that we have read in the past on this page, and we will continue reading and learning from, is the secret is in your daily routine. What do you do daily? What do you do without thinking that might be hindering your success? It's your daily routine. Do you get up? Do you not get up? Do you make excuses? Do you do the little things when nobody's looking? Because when you do, that will ultimately get you to where you want to go. What does that look like, right? What does our morning look like? What does our afternoon look like? Do I pack my lunch? Do I make an excuse and go through the drive-thru again? What does it look like? We also talked about most successful people never stop growing. So if you were to get to interview the most successful people in the world, you would find that they read, they learn from others, they're constantly getting their mindset right, and they never stop learning. Leaders are learners. Whether you're a leader in your home or at your office or you're leading yourself, leaders are learners. And if you can't lead yourself, then guess what? How are you going to lead your family? And leading yourself looks like your daily routine, getting up and doing the things you need to do to get to where you want to go and where you want your family to go. So we talked about a couple of habits. So she's gone over a habit of focusing on listening, focusing on reading, focusing on prioritizing. And today we're going to talk about habit number 4. It says focus on one goal at a time. So if you've been listening and learning from this book, we've talked about creating 101 things that you want to accomplish in your entire life. Start writing. Dreaming. How do we dream? Like, I'd love to have a mansion in Colorado on the mountains overlooking the whatever, right? Like some of you are like, whatever. But for real, she just says, I want you to just start dreaming. Write down 101 things. And then we're going to break that down to the next. What is 10 to 12 things that you can accomplish? Some of those goals that you're like, I can do this in the next 12 to 18 months. We're going to create a vision board out of those things. And then she says, look at those 12 things that you want to accomplish in this year and break it down to the most 3 priorities that you're like, if I do these 3 things, the other things will fall into place. And once you do that, you're going to take one goal at a time. So has anybody on here heard of Dave Ramsey? Has anybody ever done that? We did that years and years ago. We took what we owed, college debt, everything, and we snowballed it. We did the Dave Ramsey plan. If you don't know what that is, you can look it up. But she just shares, it's the same concept with your goals as Dave Ramsey does with getting people out of financial debt, right? Out of debt. Is you look at your goals, you've got these 3, you're like, if I do these 3, the other ones will fall into place. I've got to get the number 1 goal. I've got to go over this number 1 goal. And so she just talks about breaking it down. So that's what we're going to do with your vision board, right? That's what we're going to do with your goals. So you might be like, I want to get my whole family healthy. All right. Okay, so that's awesome. I want to lose 50 pounds. How are we going to do that, right? I need to join the gym and go to the gym 4 days a week. I need to pack my lunches. I can't go out to eat anymore. And I need to work on my mindset so that I believe I can do it, right? And so you're going to take one goal at a time. First of all, I need to get a gym membership. Check. I need to go every day. Second of all, I need to tell my phone to make a calendar reminder that every Sunday I prep my meals, I do it, the reminder goes off, I have to do it, right? It's the little things that you do in your daily routine that is the secret to get you to where you want to go. And so she just kind of walks you through like what that looks like in this book. I love what she tells a lot of stories. In every book there's lots of stories. I wish I could read it all to you, but I can't. But I'll just read you a couple things I love she says, the man who chases 2 rabbits catches neither. She talks about how sometimes we have so many priorities, so many things that are so important to us, right? I want to do this and this and this and this and this. And then we get paralyzed and then we do nothing. So there are lots of things that you're going to have on your vision board. There are lots of dreams. Eventually, when you start dreaming, you're going to accomplish. But right now, in this phase of life, what is the top 3? And you need to take action because you can go, I could say, I want to really dive in and do something with my girls. I really want to write this book. I want to do a podcast. I want to coach them. There's so many things. But what can I do right now, today? One goal at a time. If you focus on the huge, 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 huge picture of all 101, or even, it's just easy to get overwhelmed. Is this making sense? It's easy to go, I want to lose the 100 pounds. I don't know where to start. All right, let's break it down to 3 steps, right? And then what's the next thing that you can do? Oh, I'm going out to eat with my friends today. I already had it planned. I didn't pack my lunch, but I can order a protein and a veggie instead of French fries and the dessert. One step at a time, one goal at a time, not getting overwhelmed, because most people get overwhelmed and they do nothing, right? So we have to remember that there will always be an unlimited list of goals that we need to accomplish and prioritize. And priorities are always fighting for our attention. But if we really want to reach our goals, we must learn the skill of saying no. No, I'm not gonna go to that party. It doesn't work with my goals. Nope, I'm not gonna eat that. It doesn't work with my goals. Hey, no, thank you. Thank you for being so generous and making that pie for me, but it's fine. I'm not gonna eat it. Thank you, though. It's okay to say no. Some of you are like, oh, I would never do that. That's so rude. You can say no without being rude, I promise. And if you're sharing your vision of where you're going, people will honor that. We must avoid those distractions competing for our attention to pull us away from our top priorities. She tells a lot more stories, and then she gives you examples. Which area do you want to get laser focused on? You've got to get focused. Do you want to learn a language? Do you want to get better at communicating? Do you want to write a book? Do you want to deliver better messages? Do you want to play guitar, write a song, get better at marketing, selling, taking a class, losing fat? What do you want? You've got to get focused on that one thing. Right now, you know what? I want to do all of these things. I want to redo my home, and I want to buy a new car. I want to go on a vacation, and I want to lose 25 pounds, whatever it is. What are you going to focus on right now? Right now, in this season, it could be for the next 6 weeks. You've got to get laser focused. It could be for the next 4 months, for the rest of the year. Where is your focus? Where is it? All right, remember that what you achieve isn't as nearly as important as who you become while working towards your goals. Is there a fly? Look, there's a fly on the end of my hat. Anybody else have some flies? I've got a fly gun. Should I show you how it works? These flies. All right. So what you achieve isn't as nearly as important as who you become while you're working towards your goals. You will become a different person, more positive. You will inspire others by going after goals because they'll watch you. You might become stronger. Maybe you become more mindful. Maybe you become a nicer person. I don't know if you're nice or not. I hope you are. So as you create and go after your visions, as you're working on the goals are working on you. Look at your calendar and your schedule and your schedule time to adapt these new behaviors of listening and reading into your routine. Working on your mindset will grow who you become. Who you become, and you're going to go after your goals, you're going to be a better person if you're reading and listening, paying attention to who you're around. You're going to make better choices because you feel better about yourself, right? Which, if you do all of those things, do you think that fat loss will come? If you're working on your mindset, if you're surrounding yourself with great people, if you are feeling great before you leave the house because you did that, you're going to go, I don't need to go through the drive-thru. No, thank you. Thank you for making the cookies today for the potluck that we all did at the office, but I'm actually just going to have the salad. Thank you. Because I know who I am. I'm focused. I've got goals. I'm determined. I'm not going to let people sway me. I know where I'm going. If you want to accumulate more on the outside, you have to become more on the inside. Ask yourself, who do I need to become to achieve my dreams? Is this making sense? All right, one more thing. You have to have victory in private before you have the victory or you're celebrated in public. Oftentimes, remember, you see people who have had the fat loss that you want, but you did not see them preparing their meals. Maybe you did. You did not see them going for the extra walk. You did not see them maybe listening to the book or listening to a podcast on their way to work, which is getting their mindset right. You don't see the little things that the people that have already had success, you don't see those little things they do every single day. I was telling my daughter yesterday, if you want to be a great volleyball player, like, you're good. If you want to be great, then you need to be practicing more, doing more things up in your room, practicing more sets. You've got to be doing more when people aren't watching you. It's easy to go, no thanks, I don't want to do it. No, I'm going to do something else. But if you want to accomplish those goals, you've got to do the things in private that your family or your friends or people might not notice right away. You know if you ate that donut in secret because nobody saw it. Or you know if you just threw it away in the garbage because nobody saw it. Either way, right? You've got to be able to do it yourself when nobody else celebrates you. It's hard. That's the hard part, right? Because we always want, like, I want the recognition. I want somebody to be like, good job. I should do that too. Oh, you're so great. Instead of sitting in front of the television, instead of doing that, like you decided to go for a walk, or you decided to work on your mindset. You decided to prepare meals. Makes sense? All right. Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out, regardless if people are watching you or not. If you want to be successful, focus on your key. Here's the action step. Think about the most important thing in your life, the most important things in your life. Shaking the table. What are you doing?
My L button.
My husband's on that side, usually listening. His L button on his computer got stuck. What do you need to focus on to improve? Focus on improving that would make the greatest difference towards achieving your goals. Who do you want to become? Where are you going? What's one step you need to do to get to where you want to go? All right, so next chapter we can do it tomorrow. Sometimes I don't do it on Saturdays, but we don't have volleyball games till tomorrow night. Number 10 is the hidden key to living your dreams. So we'll talk about that tomorrow, sometime in the morning. I'm not going to give you an exact time. If you're going through the book, I hope that you have been writing down your goals. I hope that you've got some type of visions in your mind. You can start printing off pictures. We're going to go over the vision board very soon. We've really got one chapter left. And then we'll just talk about creating a board. And my encouragement is for you to write down your goals and start creating a vision board so that you can see it and you can say the word, like, it's really just going, I see it. I'm speaking that over my life. I'm going to achieve it. I'm going to break it down and I'm going to go after these one goals at a time. Don't mess up good for perfect, right? We say that here on this page. So I'm sorry this was a little bit late, but I got to enjoy our mentors and it was so amazing. Please reach out with any questions that you have. Again, whether it's about ketones or keto or recipes or tips or tricks or reading or homeschooling or whatever questions that you have, I'd love to help. So I'd love for you to press the share button. It brings other people into the community and it helps them along their journey as well. So have a wonderful day. If there's anything that you want to share below, your biggest keto tip or trick that help you, it would also help others. So post your keto tip or trick, like, this really helped me on my journey. Here's the one thing that really helped me stick with it or focus on my goals, or, oh my goodness, this one little tip changed everything for me. Like, I joke about it and I say, hey, can you grab me that cup? I always joke and I say, man, if you can't get your water in, here's one silly tip. Grab a cup with a straw. I don't know what it is about these little straws. I drink so much water because I have a cup with a straw, or whatever's working for you. Try it, right? Little things like that. Share your tips and tricks below to help other people out on their journey. If you've already done it, help and take people along with you. So I hope you have an incredible day, and we'll talk to you soon.